this energy-rich country which we are, superpower in energy we ought to be. We've swallowed all this and let the rest of the world say to us, shut off your coal, shut off your gas, and all go broke. Electricity prices going through the roof. That means inflation goes through the roof. That means businesses are in trouble. I just think we're being run by fools. On this climate change, they're now saying that banks will have certain climate change criteria and they'll only lend to businesses who are practicing the edicts of Chris Bowen, whom I think needs a brain transplant. I mean, that energy policy is leading us over the cliff. You can't, look, you'll never be able to replace coal as a fixed provider of electricity, of coal-generated power. It'll be here. Renewables will never ever do the job. And so here we're now saying, though, everyone's got into this notion, the banks and everybody, and they're now issuing dictates to corporations to say, well, if you want money, you're going to have to demonstrate to us your green credentials. Now, I find it difficult to believe that intelligent people would cop this climate change crap. I mean, for example, remember we had Y2K, and the whole world was going to come to win at Y2K. And that was just one. Then in the Club of Rome said we would run out of food by the 20th century. These people are all wrong. Now, let's be honest. This is an attack on carbon dioxide, which is 0.04% of the atmosphere. Now, if a person walked in here and said to me, or I said to him, now, listen, do you know that a gas, an invisible gas, CO2, was 0.04% of the atmosphere, and it's going to bring the world to an end. It's going to destroy the world. So you're stupid. But of that 0.04%, man-made worldwide is 3%. 3%. And little Australia is 1.3%. So we're 1.3% of 3% of 0.04%, and we're led to believe this is going to destroy the world. And as a result, what's happening? This energy-rich country which we are, superpower in energy we ought to be, we've swallowed all this and let the rest of the world say to us, shut off your coal, shut off your gas, and all go broke. Electricity prices going through the roof. That means inflation goes through the roof. That means businesses are in trouble. I just think we're being run by fools.
I still get a giggle from that scientist, that green scientist that said, well again, but damn would never be full again.
Yes. Well, this Flannery, he was the Australian of the Year. I mean, they're fools, but we're run by fools.
A lot of egg on his face there. A lot of egg on his face. That was very embarrassing.
No. The media are all lefties, and as a result, Flannery continues on. He said there'd be no water, there'd be no snow, you'd never go skiing, and Brisbane, all the dams would be empty. We've had floods and God knows what. See, these people aren't held accountable, just like the governor of the Reserve Bank who said, oh, don't worry, interest rates will stay low at least till 2024. Everyone went out and borrowed beyond their capacity to pay, and now we've got this mess. But these people aren't accountable.
No.